Morning, happy Wednesday. I just first want to say thank you very much for the opportunity to meet with you here in a couple hours. I wanted to go over the comps on a video so that you can look at them at your own convenience. Now, there's a lot that we're not going to be able to answer until I actually see the home, understand the motivations, see if you've done any upgrades to it. Because if you look here, this is all that I have to look at is just old pictures. It's going to help once I'm able to see the home in person, but I want to show you this. Now, we are going to go over this in person in more detail, but I wanted to make sure that you had a copy in case you wanted to look at it at another time, okay? So when we are running comps to determine the value of the home, we want to run them the same way that an appraiser would run them, okay? That way we know that we are getting that true value, okay? So I pull over here, and this is our MLS, okay? This is where every listing goes that an agent lists. This has everything on the market, okay? So what we're looking at here is, let me show you how I got this, okay? So first I pinned your address right here, and then I did about a half a mile to 3/4 mile radius search. That way I could keep it in the same neighborhood. Now, luckily there were a lot of really good comps, as you can see over here. But we got some really good comps, okay? Now, if you look here, what we're looking at is I'm looking at anything that's under contract or closed within the last 120 days. We want to keep it within this current market, okay? Single family home, 3 to 4 bedrooms, and approximately 300 feet above and below where you're sitting at, which is just over 2,000 square feet, with a single story home and a private pool. Now, if you look at this, these right here are the 6 that popped up that fit that criteria. You can see that the square footage is all very similar. Actually, a lot of these are a couple hundred square feet smaller than yours, so that works to our advantage. Similar bedrooms, we know they're all 1 story. We all know they're within the same neighborhood or within a mile of yours. And what's really cool is these are all very close to the same price. So they range from $450 to $465. Now, how we're going to determine that number is we're going to dial in your motivation. There's a pricing strategy that I will go over with you, but basically that will determine where we're going to sit somewhere between $450 and $465. Okay, now if we go through here and we look at this, a couple things that we want to take into consideration. So this home, as you can see right here, is under contract. They were on the market for 87 days. They started at 470, went under at 465. So the 87 days tells me that this was probably priced a little bit high. And you can see the photos is everything is somewhat original in this home. They might have updated the cabinets and the counters, but flooring looks original. So you can see there. Now, if we go down to this home right here, you are looking at another 3-bedroom, 4-bedroom plus, similar square footage. We know it has the pool. It was only on the market for 19 days. They started at 463 and got that. Now, one advantage this home has, it does have 3-car garage, which all the others have 2, including yours. Okay, so you can kind of see that's what you're looking at around that 463 to 465. Again, if you look at this home, shows pretty nice, pictures are nice, there is some updates, pool's in good shape, so it shows pretty well. Now you get into that 450 range, and again, if we're looking at this, same thing, bedrooms, baths are the same, square footage is a little bit smaller, it has a pool. This was on the market for 30 days. They started at 465, which seems to be the spot that a lot of people are trying for. And they ended up getting 458 after 30 days on market. And if you look at the pictures on this, again, pretty original, right about the same as these other ones. And then you get into like the low 450s. So this one at 452. Again, we know the specs are the same. 57 days. It started at 458 to be exact. And if we look at these photos, you can see that, again, another original home. And then the same thing goes with these homes. Days on market is going to be a driving factor for our conversation. This one went right away. They, again, started at 465 and they took 450. And then another home right here at 450. Again, this has a 3-car, so that is one difference. But bedrooms, baths, square footage are the same. And they were on for 110 days, and they started at 470, okay? So once I see the inside of the home, and we also talk about the combination of the inside with your motivation, we'll be able to kind of determine where we want to sit in here. Starting at 465 seems to be a common theme for this area, and going somewhere between 450 and 460 seems to be where most people are falling. So I just wanted to make sure you guys had a copy of this. And if you have any questions, obviously, we can always chat. But I'm looking forward to meeting you guys soon, and I will see you. We'll see you guys soon.